seems that once I nut, the veil is removed from my eyes. Once I nut, I see the bitch for what she is, and that's worthless. After I get the pussy, I think like, damn, I done spent some money on some drinks, maybe went out to get food, then spent time and energy to get this bitch over here, phone conversations. Once I nut, I immediately become mad at myself for wasting all this valuable time and energy I could have put towards something productive towards getting this bitch. Once I bust that nut, I see that she's not going to return the favor. She's not going to clean my house and fix me food. We're talking about a black bitch who thinks she's superior to a man. Once I bust that nut, this bitch ain't finna do shit for me except be a bitch. And if I gave her some good dick, oh my God, then it's fucking over with. Because now she can't control her emotions. Once I nut, I realize that I can never live with a woman unless she is completely submissive and does whatever the fuck I say. Period. Once I nut, I see the truth.
And these issues have to be resolved as a part of the black male-female relations. So then the delay in marriage and remarriage rates and so forth are very much related. The psychology of the relationship between black males and females then has to be looked at within context. We have to look at the reality of the kind of education both black males and black females deal with. We operate on assumptions about what is right behavior and wrong behavior in our relationship one to the other, what one should or should not do. And we really, as people, given the fact that we live in a very different social situation, have not really stopped to examine whether we should accept a lot of these moral rules and approaches that we do. They've not been brought up for examination. We are operating often on ways of expressing love. If you love me, you'll do this. If you love me, you'll make this. What do you mean by that? Are you in a position, given your political, economic situation in the world, that you can express your love through this symbolic means that you have gotten from another group with a different history and in a different economic situation? Or are you going to say, that's what a man's supposed to do? A man, regardless of the reality of his economic, social, or political situation? Or men, that's what a woman is supposed to do? What kind of woman? Under what kind of circumstances? Are we then operating on a set of rules, expectations, and perceptions that in no way reflect the realities that we're in as people, and therefore imposing these artificial expectations on each other and fighting and hurting each other and destroying our children and ultimately destroying our people as a result thereof? We got to ask that. And when you ask that and answer that, it's got to enter into the education of your children. It's got to enter into the redefinition of the relationship between black males and black females. We are cursing each other out over somebody else's rules and mores and attitudes and so forth. Often you see a culture lays these expectations down on us without qualification. And they said, well, if you're in this position, maybe you need to modify this in this sort of way. No, this is what a man is supposed to be. This is what a woman is supposed to do, no matter what happens. And when they don't meet up to it, you got a right to call names, to walk out, to destroy children, to do all the other kind of things we do to each other. You see? In other words, in society represents itself in people. And this society represents itself in us.
Alright, so my purpose and premise for this entire build today, nonetheless, as you can see, based on that video in the very beginning, which is Forgive Me Family, forgive the language that you may hear on this episode, but the title, as you can tell, was called Once I Nut, right? And if y'all follow me long enough, or have been following me long enough, first and foremost, I appreciate you. But nonetheless, you already know that I love to put on the forefront of this whole nationhood thing the issue of familyhood and relationship, right? And if you know me long enough, you know I've broken things down to a simplified level, right? We love to talk about nationhood, but before you get to nationhood, you got to talk about familyhood. We love to talk about family sometimes. Well, take it back. We need to talk about familyhood, but even before you get to familyhood, the core of a familyhood is a relationship between a man and a woman. In our case, the black man and the black woman, right? Before I go any further, you live out here in these communities and societies just as much as I do, so you know the things that I'm about to talk about. You hear the things on a daily basis. You see it on a daily basis. Sometimes, hopefully, you don't, you know what I'm saying? Some people experience it and partake in it. Hopefully that's not you. But nonetheless, it's there on a daily basis. And with that, what I'm talking about is the terrible relationship between, again, the black man and the black woman. Now, as you can see, now let me throw this little disclaimer out there right quick. This video is not an attack on the brother who made that episode. Let's get that crystal freaking clear right here, right now. Because at the end of the day, I see past him, and that's not a disrespect. I see the bigger picture. This is a stance against the mentality that is plaguing on a rapid, massive level in the hood. Again, this is not just that one brother. This is brothers amongst all lands, especially here in America. Again, 3Ks, don't get it twisted. Now, with that being said, I say this. The late great Dr. Amos N. Wilson, he always told us when it comes to black male relationships, especially when he was talking to the brothers, he said this one specific message, and I want to relay that message to my brothers. She is what she is because you are what you are. I repeat, she is what she is because you are what you are. Now, I'm not going to go into the extensive, long, drawn-out history of where this thing comes from. Family, if you've been walking with me long enough, you should know where this history comes from. But I'll give a quick little clue. It goes back to them good old slavery days that everybody loves to avoid talking about. Yes, it goes back to slavery. Okay, we get that, got that, let's keep it moving. Now, in today's era, in today's room, in today's society, the black man of today, he does not understand history, right? He doesn't care to look back at history to see what happened, what took place, what conspired to guide us in the situations that we're in right now, and has us pointed in the direction that we're going in, which may be a negative downfall. It's not, it may be, it is. It's a negative spiral downfall in the direction that we're going in, right? But again, the black man of today, and the black woman for that matter, does not understand history. So with that being said, everything that they see, everything that we take place and involve ourselves in on a daily basis, we feel that is the natural order of the day. We feel that this is the way things are supposed to be going. And we feel that this is naturally us just doing us day to day. We don't realize that we're programmed. We don't realize we've been manipulated. We don't realize that we're totally different people, a recreated people for the benefit of somebody else and the downfall of you. We don't get that thing. We don't recognize this type of thinking. We don't recognize this type of activity, so therefore it just keeps smacking us in our face, and we just walking down the block like it's the everyday thing. Wrong, family. You have to understand history. So again, like I said, it goes back to them shores. You already know where it goes for. Do your homework, do your history. You know what I'm about to talk about. Okay. The black man of today, when dealing with our sisters, when relating to our sisters, he tends to look at the superficial. He tends to look at the surface values of everything, and then use that as a blanket statement to cover up every sister that he has come in contact with, every sister that he has not come in contact with, every sister that has been there for him, not been there for him. This is a blanket statement. And of course, forgive me, family, this is the statement that you often hear by way of action, by way of speech and thought. These bitches ain't shit. Again, forgive me, family, especially my ladies out there. You know this is not how I talk, but this is the message of the day that's out here, so you can't knock me for relaying and repeating that which is out there. But that is the overall message. These bitches ain't shit. Flip that on the flip side, Neville. These niggas ain't shit, coming from our sisters dealing with our brothers, right? We often look at surface value. We don't know how to go back, look at the core of a person. We don't know how to really look and analyze a person for who they really are, for what their potential really can be. Now, here's the thing. Brothers, coming back to you. Stop setting yourself up for the downfall, because it starts with you. You set yourself up for the downfall every time. And it's almost to the point where it's like you like setting yourself up for the downfall just so you can have something to cry and complain about later on. You understand? What am I talking about when I say cry and complain? The fact that, once again, these bitches ain't shit. This is the things that you love to say. But again, what is it about you that attracts these so-called ain't shit bitches? What is it about you that attracts these type of women? What is it about you? It's your energy, it's your aura that nonetheless is the attraction piece for these type of other energies and beings to come amongst you. You allow it, therefore it go, you know what I'm saying, you get played, it goes sideways, yada, yada, yada. Then you want to cry and complain amongst the world about them. Nah, fam, it start with you. So again, what is it about you that ain't right, that you need to get right? So you can get you a sister that's on some get right shit. So you can stop crying and complaining. Because not for nothing, real men are tired of hearing this shit. Y'all are crying, man. The order of the day has been so flipped and reversed. The masculinity is out the window. You understand? Not for nothing, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I'm going to go a little step further. You are that what you talk about. Again, like Dr. Emerson Wilson said, she is what she is because you are what you are. You have lost your energies, your masculine energies. You have lost your warrior spirit. In other words, you ain't shit. She sees it, she's going to exploit it every time she gets, every chance she gets. So at the end of the day, you really can't knock her. She's doing what you allowed to do. You understand? It's allowed to be done. Why? Because that's the energy that you're putting out there. Now, you know what I'm talking about, family. You see it on a daily basis as much as I do. The average black man today, forgive my language once again, he's busy chasing pussy. He's busy chasing bitches. Instead of getting himself together as a man, getting himself lined up in what a man is supposed to be doing as far as by nature, not by society's definition, but how you naturally move, how you provide, and to secure and defend this, that, and third, you and your people. That's natural. That's out the window. You understand? Again, you try and complain over superficial stuff based off of today. You don't understand why she's doing what she's doing today because you don't understand yesterday. You understand? Again, do your homework, do your history. That's on you to do. But stop crying and complain nonetheless. You won't have nothing to cry and complain about if you just put the right foot, the right foot forward. Step right out. You know what I'm saying? But again, when you have it in your mind and you put it on your speech and your tongue, and unless that's going to affect your walk, you understand? You're looking for pussy. You ain't looking for stability. You ain't looking for a genuine relationship. You ain't looking for a real come up, something that you can build and you know, live off of. You're looking for pussy. You're looking for bitches. Again, forgive my language. Same thing with the sisters. You looking for dick. You looking for niggas. You ain't looking for no king. You ain't looking for no man, no husband. You're a jump off. Get it together, fam. So at the end of the day, if you're gonna put yourself in these jump off positions, you cannot get mad when you get jump off results, fam. Action reflects reaction, or vice versa. You understand? Cause and effect. It goes hand in hand. What you do is going to affect your outcome. The outcome affects what you put in. It all makes perfect sense, fam. This is why I say it's common sense for the common people dealing with the common issues, seeking common solutions, fam. Now, it's obvious that this is a common issue because we got way too many brothers out there with this type of mentality. This is why the sisters ain't got time for your shit. This is why, again, they're going to exploit you every chance they get. And then go elsewhere, other races and other nationalities, this, that, and the third. Because, again, you ain't shit. And at this point in time, you don't want to be shit. Or do you? Gut check. I'm not going to be long on this one, man. I had to go straight to the point, man. At the end of the day, and my point is this. Again, the results that you get are based on the input that you put in. The energy that you put out there. Again, if your mind, like y'all know my equation, fam. What you think, you speak. What you speak, you walk. And if you're going around here looking for low frequency stuff, you're gonna get low frequency results. And don't cry about it later because that's what you put out there. That's what you wanted. So therefore, boom, mission accomplished. But if you're looking for the total opposite, then you need to do the total opposite in your actions, in your speech, and in your thoughts. Let that marinate, family. I'm not going to be here too long. Again, think, family, it ain't illegal. You know who I am, man. This is the Groove All Night. You see R&M. Thank you for watching R&M RBG TV, family. You know we keep it G. Raw and uncut common sense for the common people, dealing with the common issues, seeking common solutions. Think, man. It ain't that hard. Brothers, tighten up. Black power.